the stock picks. Can you shed some light on that?
This year is going to be a stock pickers market. Opportunities are available across the board. We have chosen a theme which is we have named it as a bounce back theme. We expect crude oil prices to come down. We have chosen lemon tree from hotel industry. We have chosen indigo from aviation industry.
Are there any messages for the Indian investor who may be nervous seeing how the markets have reacted in the last 6, 7, 1 year?
That the good news and good prices never come together. Right now, the news is bad, stock prices are good, and whatever cash we have, we need to deploy now.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Big Review. And today I have with me Mr. Devash Vakil, Head of Prime Research. Thank you, Devash, for joining us.
Thank you, Nitesh.
So, before we start the podcast, I wanted to ask you, what is the Big Review report? We know that there's a report coming out by HDFC Securities, but what is it about? What all it contains? Can you share some light on that?
Sure. So, the big review report is our annual effort where we try to shed light on global and local macroeconomics, the areas which has performed over the years, the segmental performance of various indices. We try to highlight the themes which is likely to work over the next 1 year. And also part of this report, we recommend a list of stocks which are likely to perform better than the market. And those stocks investors can accumulate over the year. So it's a comprehensive report where we try to highlight the global developments, the local developments, macroeconomic happenings, also the preferences over the our preferences over the sectors, stocks over the years.
Yeah, I remember last year you had mentioned that we need to be cautious towards mid and small caps. So how has that prediction come out?
Right. So in fact, because of various geopolitical concerns and the higher valuation, the stock market have gone through a massive correction last year. In fact, mid cap and small cap have seen brutal downside. Many of these stocks from their 52-week highs are down 30 to 40%. So the warning or the cautious stance which we took last year has turned out to be true. Now we are coming to a level where markets are showing signs of bottoming out, and we'll discuss those signs and the opportunity available in the market this year.
That's great to hear. So like last year, we were cautious about mid and small cap. What are you recommending this year?
Right. So this year is going to be a stock pickers market.
Okay.
The markets have gone through massive correction in all large cap, mid cap, and small cap. We have now opportunities. So it is now finding opportunities. We have to see the companies who are able to grow their earnings. The management quality is good, and valuation have come down. So there are a lot of attractive opportunities. Pockets are available in all three segments of the market. So this year we are not sticking to one particular segment. I think opportunities are available across the board.
Okay, that's interesting to hear. So you always talk about a retail investor, but I want to know what is or who is a retail investor in current market?
Right. So a good question. See, if we survey the retail investors in India, among all the active investors, around 12 crore active investors we have in India, 75% are male, 25% are female. Average or a median age is about your age, about 33 years of age.
Okay.
And the median age is falling. Earlier, about 5 years back, it used to be 38, 39.
Okay.
As the younger cohort is coming, and that demographic is entering the market, so the median age is coming down.
Yeah, that's a good sign that young people have started investing more.
Correct. And we feel that there is still scope as the disposable income will rise. We expect a lot of young investors to keep entering the market, and equitization of savings, the financial awareness is increasing. So we expect these numbers to continue to go down and grow. The average age is continue to go down, and the numbers of investors will continue to grow. Though the large number of small investors are there, but retail investors on a daily basis contribute about 3 to 4% of the turnover. The large amount of turnover is done by mutual funds,
Hmm.
foreign and institutional investors, proprietary trading firms, brokers who are trading on their own account. So they are the large investors or large players in the market. The smaller investors, though the number is increasing, still contribute about 3 to 4% of the average daily turnover.
And on an average, what's the amount of money do they invest every month?
So retail investors contribute about 10,000 to 1 lakh rupees of trading every month,
Okay.
and that portion is quite significant. 90% of the retail investors figure in that bracket.
Yeah. So if you are in that age bracket and in that contribution bracket, then you should know that you are safe. Now let's discuss what the general public is here for. Uh, the stock picks. Can you shed some light on that?
Sure. So we have chosen a theme which is we have named it as a bounce back theme. Uh, as you know, the geopolitical uncertainties are
Yeah.
likely to die down, and
Yes.
hopefully we
Yeah,
will have this
hopefully.
war coming to a close. Once that war is over, or the geopolitical uncertainty is down, we expect crude oil prices to come down, and other connected variables like aviation turbine fuel, the freight cost, and other variables also will start coming back into their normal ranges.
Okay.
So we have chosen a theme, bounce back theme. So there we are expecting companies who can benefit from two separate themes. One is the once the geopolitical uncertainty comes down, the companies who can benefit out of that, and because of the broader market corrections, the quality companies which has come down on valuation and now available at attractive valuations. We have chosen 10 stocks for this basket, where these are quality companies whose valuation have corrected, and they have been impacted because of the uncertainty on the geopolitical front.
Thanks, Devashos, for that info. Now, what I want to ask you is that I've read through the report, and there are a couple of stocks in the aviation and tourism industry, right? Like now, crude prices are extremely high, tourism is very expensive. Is that the reason why they are there?
So, as you know, Nitesh, the consumer sentiment has taken a hit.
Yeah.
Once the war is over, we expect that there will be revival of the consumer sentiment. Higher disposable income should help revive the businesses in the hospitality and the aviation industry. So, we have chosen lemon tree from hotel industry. We have chosen indigo from aviation industry.
Okay.
Lower crude oil prices, lower volatility should help these companies reclaim their margins. And once again, the prices which have gone up for travel should come back, and that should support the volume growth. So that's why we have chosen one theme out of these 10 stocks in hotel and aviation, and there are a couple of stocks which we have chosen from that sector.
So, apart from aviation and tourism, are there any other themes that you've taken stocks from?
Right. So one more theme which we have chosen is the reconstruction theme. Now, because all these areas, all these regions will require, once the war is over, we will require a lot of reconstruction and a lot of projects which are delayed. Many projects which were supposed to come on stream have been
Yeah.
put on hold. I think once war is over, we can expect those projects to come back online. There will be a lot of investments into hydrocarbon industry, and we expect that a lot of investments will go into Gulf region in
Okay.
this. So we have chosen Larsen and Toubro. It has a large exposure towards that region, and
Okay.
many of their projects were halted because of this uncertainty. So once war is over, we think there is good chances that Larsen and Toubro will come back. It has already corrected about 20% from its high because of this war, and quality franchise available at attractive valuation. Similarly, we have chosen Ultratech Cement. Many of the key raw material prices have gone through a roof,
Yeah.
and their margins are under pressure. So once we see normality, once we see the normal situation come back, I think these variables also will go back to the ranges, and companies like Ultratech Cement will be able to reclaim their margins. So Ultratech Cement and L&T from construction and project space, we have taken two stocks.
All right. Are there any niche stocks in your list that one should look out for?
Yeah, so we have chosen a very interesting company, Sirma SGS. It is electronic manufacturing services company, and they manufacture components. India is becoming a hub for making such components, not only for Indian consumption, for Indian industries, for also exports. And in this whole geopolitical uncertainty, India has turned out to be a place, quite a safe place to manufacture your products. So I expect a lot of large MNCs to start looking for opportunities in India to manufacture their products, and EMS is a good place to look at. So that's why we have chosen one company from EMS space as well.
All right, great. So I will not talk to him about all the stocks. If you want to find that out, go to our website. The report, the big review report is there. You can read about all the 10 stocks that Devash and his team has recommended. Thank you so much for coming in. I just want to ask you one last thing. Are there any messages for the Indian investor who may be nervous seeing how the markets have reacted in the last 6, 7, 1 year? Any message for them before we close?
Right, Nitesh, see, the headlines are bad right now.
Yeah.
The news is bad.
Yeah.
But over the years, experience has taught us that the good news and good prices never come together. Right now, the news is bad, but the stock prices are good, and they are entering into the buying zone. So depending upon how this war turns out, gradually we should start accumulating. There are opportunities across the various market segment, whether it is large cap, mid cap, or small cap. There are fantastic opportunities emerging in the market, and we must have the courage, we must have the conviction, and whatever cash we have, we need to deploy now. So these 3 C's, if we keep them in mind, I'm sure by the time we do our next review report, by the time we do our big review report next year, we will have many happy and prosperous investors.
Yes. And if you guys have any more questions, don't forget to send it in the comments below. We'll get them answered by Mr. Devash Vakil. Thank you so much once again for joining. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Nitesh, for having me.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.